Welcome back, Commander.
Today is January 23, 2026. Threat level assessment is currently elevated.
Global geopolitics and military tensions.
US, Russia, and Ukraine commenced direct trilateral discussions in Abu Dhabi, the first such format since 2022, amid ongoing Russian strikes on Ukrainian cities, including Kharkiv and Zaporizhia. Russian drone and missile attacks continue across Ukraine, resulting in civilian casualties in multiple regions despite emerging peace dialogue. Administration directs significant naval assets toward the Persian Gulf in response to Iranian domestic unrest, with statements emphasizing deterrence while expressing intent to avoid direct engagement. US seeks expanded military basing rights in Greenland via revised agreements with Denmark, prompting NATO discussions on Arctic security and alliance cohesion.
Global economy and trade.
US equities soar after administration halts proposed tariffs on Europe tied to Greenland negotiations, easing immediate trade friction concerns. IEA forecasts substantial global oil oversupply in early 2026, partially offset by supply risks from Iran and Venezuela amid US policy adjustments. Investors and corporations increase reliance on geopolitical advisory amid tariff uncertainties, Ukraine developments, and US interventions. Japanese private sector activity expands rapidly per PMI, though inflation rises and full-year growth projected to moderate amid external pressures. US permits China to buy Venezuelan crude at controlled prices post-intervention, aiming to limit Beijing's influence while stabilizing markets. Global inflation projected to decline, though US return to target may proceed gradually amid trade policies and commodity dynamics.
Local US news.
Severe winter storm system advances across eastern US, forecasting heavy snow, ice, and extreme cold with risks of widespread disruptions. Federal agents detain child in Minneapolis immigration action, drawing community outrage and scrutiny of enforcement tactics. United States completes exit from World Health Organization, resolving prior executive directive despite remaining financial and data obligations. Supreme Court examines presidential power to remove Federal Reserve Governor amid broader agency independence debates. Department of Justice issues subpoenas to Minnesota officials concerning immigration and subsidy disputes, escalating federal-state tensions.
Artificial intelligence.
XAI's Grok model encounters restrictions and investigations in California and Europe following generation of millions of sexualized images, prompting curbs on image editing capabilities. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang describes the 5-layer AI cake and highlights breakthroughs including open reasoning models like DeepSeek as key infrastructure enablers at Davos. Grok AI draws regulatory and public backlash for enabling non-consensual deepfakes and explicit content generation, including restrictions and demands from lawmakers. Alibaba prepares initial public offering for its AI chip-making unit T-Head, advancing China's domestic semiconductor capabilities amid global competition. Progress in mechanistic interpretability, recognized as breakthrough for deeper understanding of AI model internals, supporting safer and more transparent systems. Maintaining surveillance of global corridors, Night Winter News signing off.